You will never be able to grow your business without social media. If you're not using it already, you're missing a massive opportunity to reach your audiences and grow your brand. In this video, I'm going to talk about why social media is really important in 2025 and how to get started today. Hi, I'm Shreya, a marketer with 20 years experience. I post weekly videos to simplify marketing for small businesses and solo entrepreneurs with strategies, tips, and actionable ideas. If this is something that might be of interest to you, please consider subscribing. Now, let's get started. Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank said, and I quote, that what we've all learned on Shark Tank is that you have to have a social media platform. Not maybe, you have to. Now, if you're a small local business and you're doing well and you're not looking to grow or expand, then fine. You can actually do without social media. It's not absolutely crucial for you. But if you're looking to grow and looking for new customers, then you have to be on social media. Like Mr. Wonderful said, it's really not a choice. Here are the reasons why social media is a must in 2025. The first is reach and visibility. Social media is a platform where you're able to reach a very large audience that also includes your potential customers. Your customers are already on social media. They're spending hours consuming content. For example, if you run a bakery, you'll find so many other bakers posting delicious, mouth-watering recipes and attracting customers that could well be your customers. So, the first is reach and visibility. The second is brand building. Social media allows you to build trust, to talk about your brand, your services, your products, to build trust and credibility. For example, if you are a personal trainer, you could be posting videos about fitness and build credibility and trust with your potential customers over a period of time. There's so many opportunities to build your brand, your product, your services on social media. One of the best things about social media is that it's cost effective. Unlike most other marketing platforms where you are spending money, such as advertising or even email marketing, social media is almost free, other than the cost that you may incur to produce content. That's also in your hands. It is one of the most cost effective ways of reaching a potential audience. The fourth, and in my view, one of the most important points, is that it gives you a place to communicate directly with your audiences, whether it's through your account where people are commenting and you can respond to comments or direct messages, or even on other similar accounts where you can engage and over a period of time build loyalty and your customer base. Now, some of you may say, but Shreya, last week you talked about owning your audience, and social media is not owning your audience. Well, first of all, I'm flattered if there's anyone who watched my last video and are watching this video now. If you haven't, it might be a useful video for you for an overall broad marketing outlook on 2025. Go check it out. I'm going to link it in the description. So, coming back to the question about owning your audience, social media is not your own platform. It's owned by Meta or Google. So you really don't own your audience. However, you can use this to connect with your audience and then own them. For example, you can connect with new audiences on Instagram and then encourage them to join your email list. The second thing I would say is that a lot of times people don't want to necessarily communicate with you in your space. It's a good idea to go where your customers are. Let's look at an example. Consider a group of friends and you have all their contact numbers. Now you throw house parties and your friends come and attend your house party, which is great. But if you are the kind of person who says that I will only meet you in my own house, you're not going to be very popular with your friends, and soon your friends are going to stop wanting to meet you. You have to go out and meet them in other restaurants, in their houses, maybe watch a movie together. It's a long winded, very weird, strange way of saying that if you want to build close relationships with your customers, you have to also be where they're at. And social media is where they're at. If you already have a social media presence, then the next part of this video may not be relevant for you because we're going to just be covering basics. However, it's never a bad idea to check if your basic boxes have been ticked. We're going to talk about how to get started. I'm going to really simplify this. Think about this as a fun project that you're doing and something that will only help your business. The first thing I want you to do is to work on a brand strategy. It sounds scary when we use these big words like brand and strategy, but really, All I want you to do is open a Word doc or a Google Sheet, whatever you're comfortable with. Or you can also take a piece of paper. You can write the name of your business on top. Then you're going to write what is your product or service. Write one line about what you offer. It could just be something simple like, I am a baker and I have a small bakery. Or it could be, I'm a personal trainer. Or it could be that I provide content writing services. Whatever it is, just write down your service. Next, you're going to write down what are your goals for your business. Sales, of course, would be one of them. Other than sales, what other goals do you have? Do you want to grow your community? Do you want to create an event where people can participate? Or are you a new product and you're looking to build awareness? I want you to write these two, three things down and try and be specific that I want to launch my product in February. I want to increase my sales from 100 to 150, or I want to onboard two new clients in the next 1 month. Next, you're going to talk about who your customer is. I want you to write down the words customer and write one paragraph on your customer. This is what we call a buyer persona. You will try and write a representation of the customer. Try and describe your customer. How old are they? What language do they speak? Where would they be living? What food they consume? What shows they watch? Depending on what is relevant for you. So let's take an example. If you're a personal trainer, you're somebody who works with women who are menopausal. It could be women between the age of 50 to 65 looking to improve their fitness level, looking to lose weight. It doesn't have to be super specific. The better you imagine your audience, the easier it will be for you to create content for that person. Next, we're going to identify the social media platform where you're likely to find your customers. Your social media platform is likely going to depend on the kind of service or product you offer. For example, if you are a bakery, Instagram or TikTok could be a good social platform for you. Suppose you offer B2B services, then LinkedIn is the place that you're at. Suppose you're a coach, then YouTube or Instagram or TikTok could be the place to be at. If you're an interior designer or a wedding planner, then you can consider being on Pinterest, Instagram, or TikTok. You know your business and your customer the best, so you know where they're likely to be. I would recommend that you start with one platform. Don't jump into too many platforms immediately. Select one where you're most likely to find your customers in. Once you have mastered that, and then you have the time and bandwidth and resources, you can think about including a second or third platform. Now that we have selected our platform, what is our next step? Content. Your content should be doing one of three things: attract, nurture, or convert. So, what do we mean by attract? The content should be something that interests new people and brings them onto your channel and makes them view your content. Nurture is the kind of content that engages this audience, keeps them on your account, makes them want to come back and see more of your content, because either you're saying something entertaining or educational or inspirational. And the third is convert. Convert content happens when you have now created a set of followers. It needn't be in the thousands. It could just be 5 followers, but they are the relevant audience. And convert is the kind of content that actually converts this audience into a customer. For example, if you're a baker and you're on Instagram, attract content would be funny reels with voiceovers. But if that's not your thing, that's absolutely fine. It could just be like beautiful pictures of pastries. It could be shots of baking. You want it to be attractive content that gets people onto your account. Nurture content could be special recipes, things that only you can provide, like things with your touch in it. So it could be like your own personal recipe. It could be tips on how to clean the kitchen after you're done baking. So things that will get people to come back to your account because you're adding value to their lives. And convert would be when you actually maybe showcase something that you're selling in your bakery and tell people that if you're interested in purchasing this, this is where you have to go to buy my cakes. Attract, nurture, convert. While creating content, my advice to you would be to keep it simple. You're not a social media expert. Nobody expects you to be. So just don't overthink. Just have fun. If you can hire a part-time social media manager, could be your own kid or the neighbor, then that also works. If you do hire somebody, ensure that you tell them about your business, explain what your goals are, who your customer is, so the person who's doing the social media content for you understands your business well and is actually able to do the attract, nurture, convert content. What is the next step? Is to post the content. In 2025, Most social media platforms are encouraging people to post every day. There are social media experts that will tell you that if you post every day, you're going to increase your following very fast, that you will get 1,000 followers. Here's my advice: do only as much as you can do. Does that sentence make sense? Let me say that again. Do as much as you can do. I literally said the same thing again. What's important to remember is that consistency is the key. If you can't create and post and do all of this every day, you don't have to. Do only as much as you have the time to do. So if you only have the bandwidth to post once a week, that's fine. The last and final thing to get your account going is that you should spend a little time on it every day. This is what we marketers call community management. You have to manage the community, which means you want to be on that social media platform, you want to respond to comments and to direct messages. It's also a great idea to actively engage with your audience on other channels. So check out your competition, people who are posting similar kind of content, and go post a comment, interact with other people there because the chances are that they are also your customers. I hope this video was useful for you. If you did like it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Don't overthink it, just get started. And remember, consistency is better than perfection. Only do as much as you can do, but do it. See you next time.